Hey there, welcome to another episode of bAw Uncensored. My name is Larissa, the content manager at the Black African Woman, and I am joined by my amazing sister friends who are also part of the Black African Woman movement. We have Sonia, the founder, and we have Rumbi, our marketing social media strategist. And we have a special guest today. We got our boy, our friend, Grant Senzani.
Hey!
Fun times.
So we decided to allow Grant tonight to just come through because we feel like, we just need a male perspective. You've been hearing us talk about many different things, specifically our thoughts on love and relationships and singleness. So we thought, Grant, are we lying to ourselves? Because girls, we can be echo chambers when we're always talking to each other about these things. So we've invited our friend Grant to ask us a bunch of questions, and we're going to see how much of the male mind we understand. And we're going to discuss how much or very little we know. So it's going to be pretty interesting. But before we dig in, I have to formally introduce Grant Senzani. I mean, apart from being our friend, he is an author. He is a lecturer. He is a speaker. He's a businessman. I mean, look, and I'm sure I haven't even covered everything. I haven't, and he is originally from Malawi, but Sonia and Rumbi and I all met him here in Johannesburg, South Africa, and so that's how we all got to know each other. So, hey, Grant.
Hey, how you ladies doing tonight? There's just one thing you forgot, Larry. I'm off the market. I'm putting rings on people's fingers.
No, listen, we don't want no issues.
Larissa, do the right thing. Please, no.
Do not want no issues.
Anna, we got you, girl. We know.
Listen, there is a woman in his life, and we love her, and she's amazing. She's awesome. He made a really good choice. So,
Yes.
Guys, don't get it wrong. He's our brother. And if you don't know, he also emceed our launch episode for the podcast. You go check that out. He's really good at this whole talking thing. So I think I've covered off on everything. So Grant, over to you, sir.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, and those in the virtual world, good evening or good afternoon, wherever you are actually, just hi. Today we're going to be covering some very saucy subjects. And I want you in the virtual world to use the comments as a platform of like an arsenal of sorts. We also want your answers as well. I've got answers here, or I've got questions. Yes, definitely. I've got questions, and in these questions, I've got basically three answers, either A, B, or C. And as these ladies basically put up what their answers are in the virtual world, I want you to comment your answers and as to why you came up to the conclusion that you came with. So the first question that I have for you ladies, and I've got to draw a scenario first before I land you with the question, is as following. You're on a date. You're on a date and everything is going really, really well. I mean, the atmosphere is just doing what it needs to do, right? And then, that time when the bill comes, right? The bill has now arrived. And the question I have for you ladies is the following. A, do we let the gentleman pay? B, maybe you're independent.
Okay, anyone, wait.
Maybe you're independent and you're like, you know what? Let's do like Mendoza here and go 50-50.
Let's go 50-50.
Huh?
Hey, R.I.P. He did die, right?
He did yes. And
R.I.P.
The last one is, well, it depends on what number of date we're on. Is this the third, fourth? It depends on how many dates we've been on. So let's go, ladies. Is it one?
I thought it was the first date. Okay.
Is it the first date or?
You just said you're on a date.
Sorry, I'm also C. Sorry, guys, my lighting again.
So C, depends. Talk to me about the number. Talk to me about the number. Which number do you say, okay, he'll pay or nuh-uh, I'll pay?
First date, brother, do the right thing.
If you want to see me again, yes.
Yeah. If you want to see me again.
Okay.
I'm saying this brothers. Like I do. I struggle. I do the but then
I will reach because I can. But
I don't reach.
Brother.
No, but so okay, I'm old school. I'm not asking you out, but if the courteous thing to do, if you have invited me out, if I invite my friend out, we talk like our friend, I got this. I'm gonna cover this or whatever. Sometimes, but we're not friends. You, I hope, are trying to at least put your best foot forward.
Yeah,
And then now
my company.
Yeah, you're asking for my company, so I think the courteous thing to do is to pay for, I think, at least the first few dates or whatever. But now, especially if we're
In
like
a relationship,
seeing each other, then it's like free flowing out, dude. I think we should go check this out. I saw, oh, there's a gallery showing, or there's a play. I'm gonna get us tickets. Let's go. But I think but in the beginning,
the first couple of dates, you're courting me. You're showing me your seriousness, your interest, Yeah.
Wow. Hey. Wow. Okay. Well, I'll say I definitely agree with the if I have asked you out, then I must do the right thing. I must do the right thing, and I must happily pay for the bill. No begrudging. Just pay for it, right? Pay for it. Yeah. But now that thing of reaching. I think that thing of reaching is an essential. We just want to see that you can take care of yourself.
I reach. Yeah, I will reach. I don't mind reaching.
And no offense to the ladies out there, maybe I might get canceled. I don't know. But not everyone's like you, Larry. Not everyone's like you. Not everyone has that nice aura, that whole ladylike kind of approach. Yeah. There's some people out there that literally go out for free meals. They literally go out for free meals.
This is
okay.
True.
So you sit close to them and they're just like, it's on you. And I'm like, don't you also have a budget? Don't you?
My budget is you. That's you, the budget. You are the basis of my budget.
Look, I hear you. So I have heard that guys do have PTSD because there are women out there who are just about having their lives funded.
Yeah.
But I hope dude is discerning enough to see that that's not who I am.
Can I say something, Grant, too?
Go ahead.
I think oftentimes dudes do complain, but they will still go for the chick who's expensive.
That's true.
Do you get what I mean? They'll be like, oh my gosh, chicks, just use this for free meals. But I'm like, you're the one who's looking for the expensive chick.
Yeah, that's also true.
Do you get what I mean?
No, well said, Rumbi. Well said.
That's
Rumbi,
true.
well said. Okay, now case closed. That's true. That was harsh on ground, but okay. Let's move right along.
You're already taken. No stress.
You don't have these problems anymore.
The reach, guys.
Yeah.
The reach is important. So the first. The date that I went on with Anna, the first date that we went on, obviously I paid.
Well,
you can verify this.
You're happy?
Right? But she did do the reach, and I was just like, okay, all right.
But I've sometimes done the reach, and then dude is offended. He's like, "What are you?" So you think that So for me, it's like.
The reach is supposed to symbolize, I'm not here using you. I genuinely also wanted to come to get to know you. If you were not able to pay for me, I can take care of me. You do you, I do me. But if that's
how he interprets it.
I honestly, I won't reach for my person. What I'll probably do is how do you want to do this? Do you want to I ask?
This is direct.
What? It's so rude.
So the reach is a subtle way of doing that. It's
that would be the subtle way,
of doing
Maybe
that.
This is why, me, this cute.
So there's this one lady that I met up with, and she was talking about that as well. She said that me and this guy went out, the first time around, and things were vibing, we were really, really vibing. Then the bill comes along, and he just goes and says, "I'm paying for this," with that kind of aggressive, "I got this" kind of thing, right? And she looks at him and goes, "That's it." In her mind, she's like, "That's it. I won't date this guy. He doesn't make decisions collectively. It's by himself." So she's like, "That's it. Done and dusted." So I'm just saying that, hey, it's an interesting world out there. It's an interesting world out there.
Oh no!
I guess just be yourself, and the one who's for you will vibe with it.
Will come to you.
Okay. All right, but let's get saucier. Let's get to the second question. Yeah,
let's go.
Too much juice, too much sauce, too much sauce, too much juice.
So we've got the following question, and males, I want you guys to also probably participate in this one, as to what is the greatest weakness that men have? A, the need for power. B, the need for money. C, the need for sex.
Where's ego?
Yeah, validation. D is that you should have added D. I don't think it's any of the above.
Please repeat.
It's a frazzle. One, the need
What's
for
the question? The question and the sorry, I just want to make
a man's greatest need, a man's greatest weakness, actually. A man's greatest weakness. The need for power, the need for money, and the need for sex. And we'll say power is part of ego.
Hey, guys, my paper. There we go.
Power. Wow. Ladies, explain.
I would have tweeted.
It's about the power.
I said for me to be the need for outside validation, like outside of yourself.
Okay.
Honestly,
and I think that falls under
which is the stroking of ego.
Yeah.
Ego,
it's stroking of ego.
Everything, even getting what guys do, like money. They get acquire this money because it's a form of power, in terms of their place in society and their families with women, how they see them. And they want that power. Even the women they choose to date, it's a sense of like, I'm able to get
I'm the man.
I'm the man. I'm able to get this woman. Sex, same for Nana, almost, because it's like, it's showing them man.
One up on her. I think it's power. Yeah, I definitely think it's power because, I think the way society has been constructed is that for you to be a real man, you must be the alpha. So what does alpha equals? Power. So hence, whatever happens, I must always show that I am in power. I am an authority, even if that's not his natural stance.
I see.
Yeah.
You guys got any stories of how people or how men have subtly maybe shown that, hey, I got me some power. I've been doing them lifting
every day.
How much time do we have?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, guys.
From the way they catcall you, you're just minding your business on the streets, and Negro hollers, and you must be, and if you're not, it's like offensive. Like, why aren't you feeling my feeling of you? I'm not here for that.
And then they start dissing you because you didn't give them the attention. I mean, come on.
Or the insistence that because you're the woman, this is how you should interact with him, and this is the respect that you should show because I'm a man, and so. But to look,
our whole culture, I think, patriarchy. I mean, sorry, I don't know what it's like where you guys come from, but where I come from, patriarchy is a big deal. So everything is the line of the male ego, power, like that's the whole construct of the man.
Yeah.
I think
I've got a comment, but go ahead. Yes, Larissa.
But I do think, look, to be fair, I would imagine we've all now fit into this thing, and honestly, women are attracted to that. Women are attracted to a version of expressing some level of power or alpha maleness or whatever. For sure. Like, say I want a man, I'm like, okay, so what does that actually mean? When they say that, when a woman says that she wants a man, and I'm like,
exactly.
So I mean, to be honest, as women, that's what we say to each other, that's what we talk about, so we've all fit into it, but I've definitely seen that men really struggle, and throughout ages you'll see 70-year-old man, 80-year-old man, it still really matters how society sees him.
Yeah.
Whereas I think women are better able to just be individuals and like, this is who I am, it's fine, I'll just keep it moving. But I think for men, it's like, your name is important. And look, I get it. It makes sense because that's how the world is constructed. But I think if you don't have a strong sense of self, it can be really debilitating. It can be really, really debilitating. Yeah.
But the flip question that I was going to ask on top of this, and I'll probably ask it still. You would find, especially around the power thing, like if we're all going out on let's say just an outing, just girls, guys, we're all mixing and we're together. I've seen how when it's time to pay for bills, depending on the color of the plastic you bring out, things change. The atmosphere. So what do you do? That kind of thing. And I've been like, there's some power aspect that you need to acquire. But that being said, ladies, of themselves, I don't think going out for power isn't necessarily a bad thing. No money, no actually, going out and saying, hey, it would be nice to obviously be intimate with somebody. But if you had to now advise somebody out there to say, look, as a male, I think you should have this specific category. Which would it be? Would it be go for, and I'm talking about ranking from the most important to the least important. Would you say definitely go for the money, then the power, and then the intimacy, or go straight for the intimacy first? How would you guys rank that? Just out of curiosity.
For themselves or when interacting with women?
Let's go with interacting with women. I feel that's more saucier.
Yeah. They must be equal.
Must be balanced.
So power, you say power, sex, and then what was the third one?
Money.
Definitely, money is my C, is the last one.
Why is that?
Because I think it's a false sense of self. Like money is not. So what are we going to talk about? How many cars you have? I mean, really. Do you get what I mean? It's there's nothing. There's no. It's material, but it's immaterial in the sense of getting to know a guy. So I'll probably say sex in the form of intimacy, like meaning a level of vulnerability.
Getting to know me.
Opening up without your ego getting in the way. So I would say that sex, power, and then money.
That's deep.
Sex, money. I feel like money is so superficial. Like it's like, then what are we doing here?
Yeah. Wow. Intimacy
I want a balance because we live in reality. Me, I also need money. Ne? So let's balance it out.
But what if the dude just steps up to you and is like, yeah, so I was popping bottles in the club, and then
no, obviously not. So when I say a balance, I feel like everything in moderation in life.
Yeah, this is true.
Everything in moderation, because you also don't want to fake it. Let's be honest. I ain't trying to have a brother step up to me and
I just mean don't lead with money. Don't let that be your thing. Like that.
Yeah, sure.
Don't lead.
I hear you.
Yourself, Larry, what's your take?
None of the above. Don't lead with any of these things because
Larry.
For me, because so for me real power is like someone, I think for me, real powerful is someone who really has a strong sense of self, and that will be there whether or not you have money, right? Because
if you had just those three, we hear what you're saying, but Grant is saying of those three, we all also believe that same answer, but of those three,
the same order as Rumbi.
I'm with you.
I'm the same order as Rumbi. Yeah, I agree with Rumbi.
Okay, all right, cool. Well, it gets lighter from here, ladies. It gets lighter.
We hope so.
No, we've got to understand the psyche. There's this one lady that I know of, and she's dating. I don't know if she's dating or dated, one of the two. And this guy, flashy, has got everything. Plastic cards, all of this color. He's good. He's good, right? So one of the things that she mentioned to me is that, Grant, it's very interesting that the conversations, and this is what Rumbi Zai was obviously putting across, the conversations that we have are basically, and then I did this, and I did this, and I did this, and I did this. And she's like, who are you? Where you at? Where you at? So I guess there's a level of, definitely go out and be ambitious and make sure that your ambition equals some cash value of some sort. But there has to be some sort of self that you are sharing, the intimacy that you obviously need to share. And you can only share intimacy if you know yourself. That's been my humble perception in that regard. All right. Right, ladies. So here you are. There's a brother out there that you friend zoned, right? He's in the friend zone. And maybe we'll find out today what it takes to get out the friend zone after this question. But he's deep in the friend zone. And then he likes this girl. And he's like, Rumbi, there's this girl that I really, really like. And I'm just trying to get out there when it comes to the dating scene and so forth. So I'm just curious. What should I be putting first? Like if I had to put a list and rank it from most important to least important, between looks being A, B being brains, and C being ambition, what should I be leading with, and what should I, not necessarily take very seriously?
Where's humor? Okay, I know where I'll put.
Is this to get out of? So he's asking me.
Somebody else. He's asking you as sister, like I'm talking about somebody else. Like, what should I be leading?
Friend zone. How do I get out of the friend zone?
Not the friend. So with you guys, he's in the friend zone, but he wants to get with somebody that
he's hitting on someone. He's asking for advice from a homie.
And exactly. So I'm looking at that authentic touch to say this is actually what you should be. Like that's serious authentic touch.
Okay.
But shout out to humor. I will recognize that. That's actually essential.
Yep.
Essential.
That's the best icebreaker ever. But
what are the options again?
Can you say the options?
So A, looks, right? B, brains, and C, ambition. What's the most important to the least?
Most important.
C, that will get him out of the friend zone. C.
Yeah.
Ambition. Yeah.
Won't be a quitter. He's gonna do what it takes.
Yeah. Okay. Women are attracted to progress, and this guy has got his ish together. Even if your looks, women don't care. Yeah, I mean, some do, but like in terms of importance,
that's
a woman at the end of the day, in as much as we joke, like I'm working, making my own money, but generally, women, what we want is comfort, is consistency. So your ambition for her mentally translate that, if I was to get with him, I would be taken care of.
And also in terms of ambition to pursue her. A woman will more readily settle with someone who's has not quit. Like he's put it his all, he's given his time, he's done what it takes, right? Versus a man who tries once, twice. Okay.
Sonia, I'm in between about that one.
Let's hear it.
Because persistency, there's the line when it becomes stalking. Because it depends.
I'm not talking about stalking. No, girl. Where it's where it's you haven't decided about this guy. Because I mean that's what I'm assuming. Okay. She hasn't decided about this guy. And if he just gives up, like you're not giving me the option to get to know what you have to offer. But if you continue, then I start to see, okay, this is what he's bringing. Okay, this is what I want. I would say.
Yo, that persistent thing, I think from a brother point of view, man, that thing is tough. Like, if I have to be honest. And guys out there in the virtual world, please just for me saying that. Nah, man, that pursuit thing, because you never know when, and Larissa's got a point. I mean, if you look at it from some sort of continuum, there's a point where you're like, now I'm stalking. She doesn't want to hear from me. But then there's this like gray area where you're like, am I stalking? Does she still want to hear from me? What's going on here? I mean, she'll send me a text every now and then, but I don't know. What are the signs? Should I still pursue? Should I not? You know,
you can generally read if you really.
I don't think
if you think about it. I think it's easy. I think it's
when you're in the friend zone, friend, it's murky.
No, she's not in the friend zone.
Aren't they in the friend zone?
No, he came to you as the friend.
Yeah, as a friend.
Hitting on a chick.
But I'm advising. So this is my thing. Wait, okay, let me understand this. So am I in the friend zone with the guy, or he's in the friend zone with the girl that he's trying to get out of?
You are in the friend zone with the guy. With him. Asking you for advice about another chick.
Yes.
So, this is such a complicated
scenario. So basically, he's just crushing on a guy.
There's no interest in between the two of you. He's a friend. He's just coming.
He's a friend, and he's crushing on some chick, and he's asking for advice. What should I do?
So then there's actually no friend zone here.
Okay, forget the use friend zone.
Yes, don't worry.
Okay, sorry. I was thinking, my guy friend is. I was thinking Grant is coming and asking me, "Yo, I'm in the friend zone with this girlfriend of mine. How do I get out?" Yes, I'm using him as an example because he's in the guy. I'm sorry, I completely misheard it.
That's fine.
That's
fine.
I'm joking. I still go for B as my answer.
Brains.
Reason being that as women, we don't care so much. We can get past the looks, but if you think of Meredith Grey and McDreamy in Grey's Anatomy and how they connected on a cerebral level, it is one of the greatest like aphrodisiacs, so to speak. If you can speak to a woman and get and know how to stimulate her brain, pique her interest, excite her. And in so doing, it breeds a level of attraction. So for me, I would say it's the brains first. Not like so I know the E equals MC squared, not like that. It's about...
What's this?
No, because I know guys like that where they think they're so smart and you're like, dude, you're missing me. Like, no,
it's not that. It's about being able to mentally, read.
I feel like Grant thinks I'm just so wretched.
No, to spar. It's nice to spar with someone like, oh, you think this, you think this, and you disagree.
That helps great conversation. And if I like talking to you, I want to
absolutely
some more. And you make me feel a certain way, and then so I'll be like, lead with the brains, and your brain helps you come up with clever date ideas or things, thoughtful gifts, thoughtful things. Make me a mixtape. They don't do that anymore. I don't know.
They don't. No, they don't.
You know what I mean?
Rumbi, that's that. Boom, right there. That hit me hard.
Yeah. You get what I mean? So the brain will create a way where there is no way. Wow. Telling you. Ambition, but I say brains. Ambition, then looks.
All right. Yeah. So first date that I'm with, once again with Anna. And the only reason why I mentioned her, people in the virtual world, is that because we put a ring there, so now we
put a ring on it. He liked
so
it.
That's the only
put
person
a
we
ring
can
on
mention.
it.
That was there before. Anyway, so as I was saying, so her and I were seated, and we start chatting. Right now, I love books. Love books to bits. And one of the books that I came across had to do with personality types. So I start talking about personality types because we're talking about something and I'm laughing at something, and we start talking about personality types, right? And she's the first person that actually responds. And she's like, oh yeah, that personality type. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, you know what I'm talking about? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, no, this is it.
Sold.
Eating of the minds.
I'm telling you, Rumbi, you're on something there. There's something that happens with the brain. And weird enough, within a relationship, I'm sure we all know this, if there's something that you are always going to do is talk.
This is true.
But guys, can I say something? I have always been for the brain. So I don't disagree with you guys, ne?
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm putting the brain down is I have found myself with men with the brain where the stimulation was there. It was amazing. But commitment and long run, the long haul.
It's a balance. In essence, it's a balance. It's a balance.
No, guys, because the stimulation can be there, but
that's true. They're expert conversations.
But some people are ambitious hustlers. Some people are ambitious hustlers, always hustling, but no hustle coming out of that hustle.
Of course, yeah. So probably the two of those.
Yeah, combination of factors.
Yeah, I agree. The two need to work together.
There's got to be a bouquet, not one single flower coming your way.
No, sir.
Okay. No, fair enough. Here's something steamy for the gents out there. I'm sure you're going to be happy with this one.
Why does it keep being about the gents? I don't appreciate.
Because he's repping the gents.
Sometimes we're also curious. We're like,
okay, touche. We hope we're giving solid advice. If it doesn't work, please don't come back for us. I'm just saying.
It's the first date, right? It's the first date. It's the first date. It's the last dating question that I've got for you guys. It's the first date, right? And things are really going very, very well. And then there's that awkward time where when you guys take a walk towards the vehicles that you've come in and so forth. And then you wonder, is it? You see the smiles already are telling me what I'm about to, you feel like I know where I'm going with this. So it's that time. The atmosphere is set, right? And now the thing is if this person decides, or he decides, let's say he decides, right? That first kiss. Is it A, being forward? Is it two, like B in this case, the atmosphere kind of calls for it? Or is it C, is it C in the sense of just wait rather next time around, regardless of how the atmosphere feels?
Can you say them again for us?
A, if he makes that move, this person's forward. We just met, like, what are you doing on a first date, right? That's the first. Second is, wow, he actually is very good at this intuition thing because the atmosphere called for it. Or three, hey, Sonia, smile. Or three, no, buddy, like, next time, I'm still getting to know you. Which is it, ladies? Which is it?
Yeah, me too.
Larry.
I'm B.
The atmosphere. Ladies, why do you say?
Yeah, I think you gotta be honest with yourself. I mean, because Yeah, it's not like, I think a kiss can be innocent enough. Like, it doesn't have to be anything. It's not like I'm inviting you out for coffee or anything. That's definitely not happening on a first date. So I think atmosphere, if you're feeling the guy, if it's not the really first time that you're meeting them or whatever, or you've liked him for a while and it's the first day, it's like, finally got on a date together, and whatever the atmosphere calls for it. So I think I'm learning not to have like, okay, there are a few things I've got a few things I've got hard rules about, but that I think, yeah.
Neither here or there.
I think this one is personal.
Yeah.
So for me, just with myself, it's just something I need to feel comfortable to continue on the journey. So for sure, I do think, there's room for flexibility. Like Larissa's saying, it's not a hard and fast one. Hey, I might go out of this guy and that's it. We hit it off from the beginning.
Yeah.
If I'm comfortable, yes. But as a general rule,
don't expect it as the guy.
Don't expect it
to get that, because it can also ruin the date if you just lean, because then it's like, oh, this dude really was doing all this just to get with me. It actually leaves you more like, if you kind of just respectfully leave them, at the. I'll tell you, for example, my current boyfriend, when we went on our first date, he escorted me home. Okay. And he stopped like the street before my apartment building. Stopped. He's like, oh, that's your place. Thank you so much for your time. It was so lovely, gave a hug. And he turned away and walked first before I even started turning to walk. i.e., I'm not trying to make any assumptions of like what's supposed to happen. And it brings a great level of respect, because you're like, okay, this guy sees me as valuable. You know what I mean? So don't go in assuming, leave. And when you leave, you're like, I can't wait to see you again.
Yeah,
that's what it leaves
that
me
mystery.
Like, bring it. What? We right here. We're not going in.
You're just thinking of all the
DMX chat. Is it DMX?
That hurts. That does really hurt.
Darkman X.
But again, guys, those of you who are watching this is really our stories and our perspectives. Like, some girls are cool. Like, it really depends on how they're vibing with the guy, and maybe she make the first move. It'll be interesting to see like how a guy feels about that. What if she's the one who goes for it?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I would love to hear that.
Crimes, what? Tell us.
Why?
No. Why? It's like let me break this down as a theory. It's like taking a girl out to marble on a first date. There's some things that you need to work up to.
Sorry, for context, marble is a very nice restaurant.
Fancy restaurants.
Yeah. I will say their food is not as fancy as the place, if we have to be honest. But it's kind of like that, So as a guy, same thing. I kind of feel like if she given, points on confidence and points on I'm breaking barriers. I ain't about that, that we need to lay low and stuff like that. But in my case, I'm kind of like, this is the first time I'm meeting you, and this is already where's the room for imagination? And what then happens?
It's the same for us. We also
that's my take. And being a guy, being the guy who has gone the whole first date, first kiss thing and waited on the other hand. Wait.
Okay.
Wait is always the good way to go. It's always the good way to go. It leaves some sense of anticipation for the next time you guys will chat. Yeah. So
and
the
then
first time
fireworks.
That's right. It really worked out. So absolutely. But shout out to that guy who just turned around the street before. I'm like, hey,
I'll let him know.
No, that's smooth.
That's why I like him.
Oh God.
That's smooth. That time we're walking these people all the way to their cars.
Dude.
No, okay. No.
She don't know.
Also, she's in a very safe city. If you're in Johannesburg,
if you're in Johannesburg,
walk the girl to the car.
I'm out now. I'm out.
Yeah.
For the same
walk her to the car. Yeah, walk her to the car. Make sure she's in.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, it's different.
And she should let you know when she's home.
But he
first.
did make sure I was safe. It wasn't that
Yeah.
he wasn't, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right. No, the reason why I had to ask you guys these questions was number one, I think you guys definitely serve as very good, for lack of better words, very good role models, I would say, to some extent. I think that you guys are you're at the top of your game when it comes to an ambition point of view, when it comes to dreams, when it comes to brains, humor, definitely. You know, so I feel like there's a lot of boxes that you tick. And I think that there'll be gents out there that are like, hey,
that. Thank you, Grant.
if there was ever a platform, or let's say if there was certain people that I was like, hey, I need to maybe have this as a criteria, I'd be like, no, let's ask these three intelligent ladies as to what exactly you should be heading for as men, and from an ambition point of view and stuff like that, and also from an advice perspective as well, which I think is very important. I think there needs to be more platonic relationships between males and females, and within that there needs to be real advice that's given, which is why I talked about the whole friend zone, because sometimes we'll give advice but we're like, but I also need to keep you in the pocket, just here, so not I can't give you everything, because you never know.
That's true. That's
so ladies, thanks for representing in that regard, and gentlemen who are out there, please give us your responses as to what you would have picked and so forth. Back to you, Madam Larissa.
Oh snap! I was like, wait, I was waiting because you said these are the last relationship questions. I was wondering if there were other questions.
I was told keep it to 5.
No worries. Like it time flies. I mean, this is a lot of fun. We'd really love to hear from you as always, and let us know if we should make this a consistent thing and have Grant joining us for maybe we're going to be talking career and boardroom shenanigans, next time, and just the different ways that men and women approach career stuff. Maybe that might be something we can talk about.
I've got something for entrepreneurship. The better entrepreneur between ladies and females. I mean, sorry, not ladies and females, males and females.
Okay, competition, but as always, we are honored to always be able to come here before you. We do not take it for granted to be able to have and to be able to be here before you and talking these issues. We really appreciate it. I certainly enjoy it. God bless. Take care. Grant, again, thank you so much. By the way, sorry, I should have done this. Where can everybody find you, Grant? Just in terms of your social media handles and everything.
Social media handles, I think you just find my company account on Facebook. The Golden Goose Institute. The Golden Goose Institute.
You will see all the information down there and the details in the YouTube
description box.
Absolutely, right below.
At the bottom. So check it out. Support a brother in business. He's doing really great and amazing.
Where the money
making authors.
Listen, you need a support. But anyway, God bless. Take care and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye everyone.
Bye-bye.